Do you realize Bonnie Franklin has been on the air? It's 7 years, one day at a time, has been on Channel 10 and 11. 7 years. You know who you look like?
Hard to believe. Who?
Peter Pan.
Do I?
You look like
well, that's your
Peter
image
Pan.
of Peter. I played Peter Pan.
I know, and you won a drama award.
A drama
award for
yeah.
Peter Pan.
Yeah, I did.
Did you see Mary Martin do Peter Pan?
Yes, I did.
Did you see Sandy Duncan do Peter Pan?
I haven't. I've seen her fly, and she flies great. I saw her. She was on 2 specials, on the Tonys, I think, and on some other special, and she flies great.
How did you fly?
I think she flies better than anybody I've ever seen. I was good, and I was a wonderful Peter Pan, but I never flew as well as Sandy Duncan.
What kind of apparatus did they have to raise you up?
It's the same kind of apparatus that they use. Yeah, it's
thing.
Yeah, it's very sexy. As a matter of fact, the apparatus, but it shifts as they lift you up. You know, it's a harness situation. But it's the same group of people that rig that. It's the Foy family, as a matter of fact. Peter Foy flew me, and his son is flying Sandy.
And it's all rigged.
Yes, well, it's not magic. Is that what you're trying to say?
Oh, no. You mean Peter can't really fly?
Well, I have a wonderful story. The opening night of my Peter Pan, and I did this in Buffalo. I'm ready to come in for the final magic moment, and the magic windows open, and the music goes right through the window. And now it's Jane right in bed, and not Wendy, because it's many years later. And I'm ready to be thrown in. I'm all hooked up. I'm ready to go, and nothing happens. And I walk through the window because the play has to conclude, and Peter Pan clumsily walks through the window. They pulled the wrong wire, and the little girl in bed flew to bed and flew right back again. Opening night.
Oh, I love it. Well, I won't grow up. I won't grow up. I kind of think of you like that because you seem to be ageless.
Oh, thank you.
You don't
very
look like
much.
you should have teenage daughters.
Thank you.
You really
They're not
don't.
only teenage daughters, they've grown up, those 2 girls.
I know it.
Yes.
What's happened to Mackenzie Phillips? What is she doing?
Well, all I hear about are good things, and knock wood, it will stay that way. Mackenzie has straightened herself out. I only know what I read about in the papers.
So the drug problem no longer exists, or she's been able to handle it?
She's in a drug program, has licked all of that stuff as far as I can tell, and everything is terrific. I'm hoping it will remain that way.
You know, you've been playing Anne for so long in One Day at a Time. You almost seem to be trapped into the character, in the sense that I saw you do the Margaret Sanger characterization, which was dynamite, by the way, which was excellent. But it took me a while. I saw Bonnie Franklin up there, and One Day at a Time.
Yeah,
and
well, that's a problem, and I'm sorry to hear that. You know, we are in our 7th year of One Day at a Time, so if you are a fan, you do get used to seeing me as Anne Romano. I failed somehow, if that's what you saw when you were seeing Margaret Sanger.
No, but you overcame it at first. You see, I just saw Bonnie, but you overcame it.
But I have a special coming out this fall in which I play Bonnie Franklin. I mean, there is no Anne Romano there whatsoever. The only touch, I guess, of Anne Romano is that Norman Lear introduces me on the show.
Nice.
But that
what
is
it
really
what
it is. Bonnie and the Franklins.
Who are the Franklins,
My
then?
family.
Your whole entire family?
My whole entire family. There are 21 of us. And I have 4 brothers and sisters and my mom and dad, and it's based on us and their support and their love, and that they've always been there, and they're in it. And we have films that were shot at at our last party. Every year we give a party for Dad. It's a very celebrative family. We do celebrate everything, but every year the major event is my dad's birthday. And we entertain. We always have since we were little kids. I mean, for the past 35 years, I mean, we have entertained every year. So we filmed it this year. So we use part of that, and then we have special material written to them, and they're in the special itself. And
how long is it? It's going to be an hour?
It's an hour special.
1 hour? Are you going to sing and dance?
I sing and dance. I do all that stuff I've been doing all of my life.
Because she actually does nightclub routines, but I bet you don't get an opportunity often to do them.
Well, when I have time off. I did last year. I toured, played 4 cities in the States last year. And I did the special this year, hoping to reach more people and break that Anne Romano image that seems so stuck in your mind.
Well, listen, Mike, it's all right, because it's a good image to be stuck with. Now that you've had all that experience raising those kids, now, when you have your own kids, you're going to apply all that, and your kids are going to have to be perfect, you know that.
No, listen, it doesn't work that way.
It doesn't work that way?
It just doesn't seem to work that way, no. I mean, you know, I have scripts written for me on One Day at a Time. What do you do in real life? say, hey, writer, come over here.
Writer's over. We've got this problem. We
I
have
have
to
a problem. Would you write this for me, please?
A pleasure to meet you. I knew it
It's
would
lovely
be, and it
meeting you.
has been.
Thank you.
She's Bonnie Franklin, of course, here on One Day at a Time. And we'll be right back in the morning show right after this word.